the origin of the butterfly effect in the initial, harrowing days of the new reality. As chaos reigned and players struggled to comprehend the game-like mechanics that now governed their lives, Shin Tae-woo found himself at a crossroads. Unlike those who regressed with foreknowledge of future events, Tae-woo was thrust into this unfamiliar world with only his instincts and combat experience to guide him. One fateful night, as Tae-woo stood atop a desolate skyscraper, gazing at the transformed cityscape of Seoul, a thought took root in his mind. What if the key to survival wasn't to merely adapting to these new rules, but rewriting them? This epiphany marked the birth of the butterfly effect. In the early days of the new reality, the transformation was disorienting and brutal. Shin Tae-woo, once a feared mercenary, now found himself in a world governed by game mechanics. Unlike many others, Tae-woo had no foreknowledge of events through regression. This lack of foresight, which initially seemed a disadvantage, became the bedrock of his unique ability, the butterfly effect. The genesis of this power was rooted in a profound dream. One night, as Tae-woo lay in the eerie quiet of a deserted apartment, he dreamt of a boundless landscape where each of his actions caused ripples through reality. He nudged a pebble, and mountains trembled. He shifted a blade of grass, and storms brewed in the distance. This vivid dream left an indelible mark on his mind. Upon waking, Tae-woo began experimenting. He noticed the subtle ways in which his actions influenced the environment and the people around him. Unlike other players who relied on accumulated knowledge from their regressed timelines, Tae-woo found that his strength lay in rewriting the script of destiny. Each deliberate action that altered the course of events awarded him additional points, enhancing his skills and attributes. This realization marked the awakening of the butterfly effect. In the chaotic and frightening early days of the new reality, people were struggling to understand the game-like mechanics that now ruled their lives. Shin Tae-woo, a former mercenary, found himself at a crossroads. Unlike those who had been reborn with knowledge of future events, Tae-woo had only his instincts and combat experience to rely on. One night, while standing on a deserted skyscraper and looking out at the transformed cityscape of Seoul, Tae-woo had a realization. What if survival wasn't just about adapting to the new rules, but about rewriting them? This was the beginning of the butterfly effect. The early days of the new reality were brutal and disorienting. Tae-woo had no prior knowledge of events, which at first seemed like a disadvantage. But this lack of foresight became the foundation of his unique ability. The genesis of this power was a profound dream. In the dream, Tae-woo found himself in a vast landscape where his every action rippled through reality. When he woke up, Tae-woo started experimenting. He realized that his actions had subtle influences on his environment and the people around him. He discovered that his strength was in rewriting destiny, unlike other players who depended on knowledge from their past lives. Each deliberate action that changed the course of events gave him more points, which improved his skills and attributes. This was the awakening of the butterfly effect.